Nothing can stop the metal fury that is solar guitars. That is until they ship you one missing one critical component, and that is the humble 9-volt battery. So yeah, I unboxed this guitar the other day and was profoundly let down by the fact that we've got this awesome metal machine and some knuckle forgot to pack a 9-volt into the box. Oh well, okay. As far as gripes with guitars go, that one's pretty minor. It was a slight inconvenience. It's not like they shipped me, a $3,000 guitar with cracks in the paint job. Not mentioning any names, of course. Hello, me. Meet the real me. Just kidding. Love you, Dave. Anyway, yes, I finally got this thing fired up and ready to go, and oh, it's glorious. It really is. This is just, it's like they took the Cannibalismo and tweaked it a little bit and just made it even better. What can I say? They did such a beautiful job on the setup. It's just... Oh, yeah, I think I'm in love with this thing. I got out here about an hour and a half ago to shoot this, and I've just hit record now because I've just been having so much fun playing it. I thought I'd start warming up, and I'm like, I just didn't want to stop, and it's rare I get a guitar that comes in that makes me want to do that. So, hey, hats off to the Solar Guitars gang. You guys built yourself an absolute fucking monster here. Now, this model in question is the Wolfmaster, named after Jonas Wolf, and it comes with the white, and it's also got a purple option, both with the gold hardware. And I gotta say, I think this is pretty cool aesthetically, because I haven't really seen something like this where it's like, an ivory white instead of just like a bone white. And then with the gold, I think that's really cool. And, the fretboard and everything, it's a really cool look. I'd like to see more guitars done like this because I think it's fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore this Cannibalismo. This is one of my favorite guitars. I think this is absolutely freaking badass. But this is an elegant weapon for a more civilized age. Oh, it just plays so nicely. The setup on this is absolutely flawless. Whoever did this setup, take a bow, well done. The action's perfect, the intonation's perfect. You guys knocked it out of the park with this guitar. Damn! So, yeah, there's a couple of interesting features on this guitar that I don't normally have on a lot of studio guitars. First and foremost, the Floyd. As a studio engineer, I tend to prefer hardtails just so we can retune the guitar quickly in case we need it in a different key or something like that. And Floyds will kill your recording session faster than a bass player who shows up who doesn't know the songs. Seriously, I don't know how many sessions I've had in here just grind to a complete halt. When somebody comes in, they go to restring their guitar, and then they realize they changed gauges. You got to get the tremolo reset and pull the back off and get out the screwdrivers. It's just like, it's a big fucking nightmare. That's why I like hardtails. However, nowadays I've got so many freaking guitars in here, I can just have guitars set up for different keys. I mean, like, honestly, I like this so much, I think I'm gonna leave it as is. Just tuned standard, because I don't have a lot of standard tuned guitars. Most of my guitars are like tuned down half step or full step, or then, drop C. I got a few sevens and whatnot. Honestly though, I'm gonna confess here that I'm getting more and more back into the whole 6-string thing. I had a real love affair with sevens there for a number of years, but as I get more and more practiced, I find less and less to do on a guitar down on the low strings, almost kind of like a musical dead end. I'm sure a lot of you guys will disagree with that, and that's absolutely fine. But I look at all the amazing riffs that have been done on 6 strings, and they're just countless. And then you think about all the really memorable riffs done on a 7-string, and you can count them on one hand. I think that says an awful lot about what the human psyche is tuned to in terms of instrumentation. Okay. Yeah, I just want to point out right now, I've got the 6505 1992 original in the back there. I'm going to have a full rundown on that on an upcoming episode, but so far, absolutely loving it. Got the cock blocker gate on it and Maxon OD 808, and it's definitely doing the classic, modern metal sound kind of thing, except I'm tuned standard. Oh yeah, I gotta say, my absolute favorite thing about this guitar in terms of unique components, I've never seen this before, is this awesome kill switch. Check this thing out. This is just too much fun. Getting into a little bit of the Tom Morello territory there. Yeah, I've never seen that. I think that's absolutely amazing. I think more guitars should have that. I'd much rather have one of these than a tone knob. Good choice. Of course, yes, this guitar is fitted with a Fishman pickup, so we get our quote-unquote two voices. Yep. Massive difference there. All right, everybody, this video is brought to you by all of us over at Spectre Digital and our brand new plugin, Singularity. Now, your support is what helps me continue to fund the channel and give you guys the kind of reviews and tutorials that you love. It also helps us make more plugins that we think will really help you make your music production sound better and get your mixes done quicker. So we finally did it, Singularity. After years of complaining about bass players, I decided to take matters into my own hands. This is a virtual bass instrument and amp sim in one plugin. There is literally no excuse for not having incredible sounding bass on your recordings anymore. You get ultra realism and full tone shaping options, including 2 different preamps and cabinet impulses by yours truly. This one plugin is all you're gonna need. Guitar players, you finally won't need to re-record the bass parts anymore, because if your band has a rule number 2, then Singularity is custom made just for you. Whether you're at the demo stage or at the critical stage of making an album, if your bass player just can't deliver the goods, then Singularity is going to rock your production. Links in the description below. Go grab it now. Now, I've had quite the love affair with Flying V's over the last couple of years, and I gotta say, I'm just absolutely enamored by this thing. It's just so nice. I can't wait to use it on more demos than just this video. I mean, like, I got a bunch of amps, I got a demo, I got a bunch of software to check out. You guys definitely want to see what's coming up in terms of software. There's some really cool shit coming out, that's for sure. This guitar just plays brilliantly. Like, I think they did just a spectacular job with it. And really plays great on leads. I always love to do that on Floyd guitars just to kind of test to see, you know, how much isolation I can get on the strings. If I can pull that off, yeah, it's set up pretty well. So yeah, big thumbs up here. All right, let's take a look at the specs. Now, I know the reason you guys all tuned in on this video. You wanted to see me play some cleans on this thing. Once again, I'm on the 6505 1992 original. Boy, that just rolls off the tongue. And that's based off the original 5150. It basically is the original 5150. And we all know how awesome the clean sounds are on that amp for sure. Yep, sounds like cleans. All right, let's give this guitar the Spectre Sound 5-star rundown. Let's see what kind of guitar you're getting for your money. All right, in terms of packaging and shipping, I got to give it 5 stars. I think they did a great job there with the double boxing and the gig bag. I much prefer gig bags for V's as opposed to full-size hard shell cases because they just take up so much freaking space. Setup is a 5-star as well. This might be one of the finest setup guitars I've ever had come in on the show. Just top to bottom, there's no problem with it whatsoever. Components, gonna dock them. I'm gonna only give them 2.5 stars for components because even though we've got a Floyd, we've got a Fishman, we've got this awesome kill switch, and the guitar stays in tune like really, really, really well. The fact that they forgot to put the 9-volt in is kind of inexcusable. I mean, you know, here's the thing. If I was a kid who had just dropped $1,200 US or 1,300, whatever, however much this guitar is going for. I'm sure my editor will put the price at the bottom here. If I didn't get a 9-volt, I'd be a little bit upset about that. I mean, it's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination, but just the inconvenience of having to, you know, leave the house and go get a fucking battery, and when it should have been included, you know, that's kind of like, come on, guys, you're better than that. Not inexcusable by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like, okay, please, guys, try and do better next time. Remember, these guitars are going out to kids who spend a lot of money on them and they work extremely hard for their guitars. So please, show them the respect that they deserve. Fit and finish, I gotta give it 4 stars here. I mean, there's just a minor flaw here with the upper frets. They're just a little bit scratchy. I mean, like 2 seconds with an emery board would clean that right up. That shouldn't have made it out of the factory like that. Other than that, yeah, the fretwork is just beautiful. Like I said, I mentioned the unbox video. The neck joint, they've done a brilliant job going from the matte finish to the satin finish. You know, I love the fact that we've got locking tuners on here, even though it's a Floyd Rose guitar. It's just going to make for that much faster string changes. I think that's great. Somebody was really thinking about that. Well worth it. Just all around. Yeah, they just did a beautiful job with this. Absolutely flawless otherwise. I'm going to be proud to put this on the show in the coming years because I just think they did an absolutely amazing job here. A price, I'm going to give them 3.75 stars because it's $12.99. That's kind of pushing it a little bit in my opinion. I would have liked to see this for maybe $11.99, but I get it. They're in business and they have bills to pay. They've got employees to pay. People who work for Solar Guitars need to be able to feed their families, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I get it. It's not completely out of reach for the average consumer, but it is going to hurt if you want to get one of these. The cool thing is if you do spend that kind of money, you're going to get a pretty freaking badass guitar. That's for sure. And like I said, you get this awesome kill switch, which is just great. And no cracks in the finish. That's a big plus as well. So overall, I'm going to give this guitar 4 stars. I think they did a great job. If somebody had been paying a little bit more attention there and put a 9-volt in the guitar, it probably would have scored just a little bit higher. But I can highly, highly, highly recommend this. It's just absolutely beautiful. And no, there aren't any cracks in the fretboard at all. I know some people have been complaining about that. Hopefully they've got that issue sorted out. I mean, like, I wouldn't be too happy if I had cracks in my fretboard too. But as far as I can tell, this is just absolutely flawless in terms of that. Anyway. That's it for my solar review. Hopefully you checked out part 1 of it as well. You can see the whole unbox and everything. Once again, I'm going to be having a video coming up on the 6505 1992 original. It's a pretty seriously awesome amp. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, I've been playing this whole demo through that dirt cheap $265 Harley Benton 2x12, the vertical one. I did a video on that, and you can check out that video right here. It sounds absolutely amazing. It's got to be one of the best bargains in modern metal production. Check it out now. You won't regret it.